make the face of your company?
It's got to be Seth. You got nobody else.
Strowman.
But if you make
like
Strowman, if you give Strowman the belt, who is going to beat him?
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre.
Those Claymore kicks have been taking him out.
Could bury that guy.
I don't know about Barry.
No, not Barry, but it'd be a good fight. Two big,
and he's got more moves
dudes.
than Brock. Brock's got 6 moves.
I think you make. I hate to say this, but I think you make Brock Lesnar the champ because you have more versatility in who you can put him up
This
against.
is coming from you.
I know. This is coming from me.
Yeah,
Like over the summer, you wanted to murder Brock Lesnar.
I
when he had
know.
the belt.
But I just think if you look at the
If
situation,
you give it to him, they got to make it short term. They cannot let him sit there for 3 years again, showing up once every 6 months. It just can't happen.
But they don't have a guy that's built up enough.
Yeah, because they put all their money in Reigns.
They did.
They didn't put any talent else. They didn't build anybody else up, and that's their fault.
Yeah, I mean that's wrong. I mean they could have built up other talent while Reigns was champ.
Yeah.
So going to your point, yeah, that's absolutely their screw up.
Yeah.
And that's you could say that thank you Wombats for all the work that you're not doing, but that's
Return of the Wombats.
Okay, don't get mad at me, Joey. But okay, who do you put if you say Strowman wins the belt and he goes back to Raw as a champ? And who do you put him against? Don't get mad. Bobby Lashley.
God, I hate Lashley.
But I love the thing they're doing now with the little guy and everything.
Oh, Leo Rush is funny.
I think he's
that's
so
where I
annoying.
fast forward on my DVR.
Awful, but he's awesome.
I can't do it.
He's probably the most athletic manager that they've ever had.
I just can't listen to him.
But
Can't do it.
I'm saying Bobby Lashley now has a mouthpiece, so he don't have to talk.
Should have been a Heyman guy.
Well, that he buried himself. The way he talks, it was awful.
Yeah.
So, but he's huge. He could go straight up with Braun Strowman, head to head.
Oh yeah, he definitely
could go
could.
straight up with him.
And you know what?
I just don't want to see him as a tan.
You got Drew McIntyre. I think you got a lot more options than you think.
No, I mean there are options out there, but I think what they need to do is they need time to build them up.
Well, right now,
that.
they're scrambling right now.
They're scrambling.
They're scrambling right now. It's like Vince is getting his workout in. He's
But that scramble turned into an amazing ending of Raw. I'm not lying.
I mean, so you have Strowman and Lesnar, and then behind that you have possibly Seth Rollins, maybe Dean Ambrose. You never know how that's going to work out. Bobby Lashley, he's an option, maybe not a great option right now, but he is an option.
SmackDown that can move over. Samoa?
He's hurt.
Oh, is he
Yeah.
again? Jesus Christ!
Yep.
Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
Is there anybody else? Maybe. What about Dolph?
Maybe they need to bring back The Rock for Saudi Arabia.
What about Dolph?
What about Dolph?
Dolph's like when he sells. He's a great worker. Great
Yes.
worker. You
Yes.
can't deny that, regardless of how you feel about him. Great worker. But he's like gets thrown around like a rag doll. Imagine him versus Braun Strowman. That would be a wash. That would be just.
Until it comes down to somehow cheating to win, and that's what your heels do.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Bray Wyatt? Repackage him. He's big. He's a big dude. He's a big dude.
I miss you, Bray.
We're not going to bring up the gimmick.
I still
but
miss you, Bray.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
He could go with Braun Strowman.
What about Luke Harper? No, there's a Luke Harper is like one of the most underutilized talents that they've had.
Yeah, when he had
Ever
a little single spout there, he was pretty decent.
He was pretty decent.
He's awesome.
Very agile. Dude can move.
Gator roll.
He can move, and you know what? And he can talk. I mean, that's like their main thing. They have to have somebody that can talk. Well, guess what? You have Leo Rush as a mouthpiece. Find another mouthpiece, and go and run with it.
And speaking of mouthpieces, by the way, just a side note, Heyman's speech, again, broke that fourth wall, and it was great. Nobody can put on a promo like that man, except for maybe Bray Wyatt.
Well, he has a history with his father.
Yes.
And that
Samoan SWAT team.
Going way, 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 way back. They were updating ourselves, of course.
I did that trivia question with you guys already. So.
Yeah. But, Paul Heyman, like you said, one of the best managers of all time, mouthpieces of all time. When he came out and spoke, it was like the promo was like in two halves.
Yeah, it was the truth, and then it was we need to build this back into the show.
Right, exactly.
Yes. And nobody does it better.
And you know what? He did it, I don't want to say seamlessly, but as close to seamlessly as you can do.
You can't do any better than that.
But, but when he spoke about Roman Reigns and everything like that, because he, I want to say a year or two ago when it was Roman against Brock and whatnot, he said it in a promo. I've known you your whole life.
It was not that long ago. It was just before he won the title.
It was just it was a while back. I don't know when.
It was the Grace Royal Rumble, I think.
Could have been.
Right
He's
around
like,
that time.
I've known you your whole life. And when you see and when he said it, it's like you believe them, and it's actually and it's actually true. So what he was saying about
From
Roman,
the heart. It was honest.
Absolutely, and he was fighting back tears as well. It's like, good Lord. But to have him come out and do what he did, and then he transitioned it into Brock Lesnar.
Seamless.
It's kind of like what I was saying earlier. I hate to say it, but their best move and probably only move at this point, just because he's a name, not just in wrestling, but in the fight world in general, and to sell tickets. You don't know how much this pains me to say this. My gut hurts right now. You put the belt on Brock.
Either that, or what they're going to do is spend some money and bring somebody back.
Okay, well,
I don't know who.
All right,
somebody.
Here you go. This is the time that everybody wanted, that everybody's been talking about. Here you go. You now have a wide open door, because everybody, for the past 2 years we've been doing this show, you've been a supporter of Roman Reigns.
Yes.
I'll give you that, 100%. And he's now going to be out of action. You now have an open door to push new talent. Here you go. Here's the time to see if the Wombats, the so-called Wombats, will do the right thing.
Don't KO out
what
of
is
that
your
picture either.
no,
He's gone for like a year.
Is he gone for that long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I not on this?
Double knee injury.
Yeah. Now, when you say
Can
do
you guys
the
give me
right
a list of
thing,
injuries weekly?
what in your mind would be do the right thing?
Okay, well, when I said that, I was going to finish the statement with what is or are you going to do what's best for business? Because what you're saying is what's best for business.
Right.
But potential business down the road, you're putting a Band-Aid on it by giving the title to Brock Lesnar. Yeah, there could be carryover champs, but I'm still stuck on the fact that if Brock Lesnar gets his ass beat in the UFC, okay,
It makes
it makes the WWE look so stupid. So stupid. Especially when you're trying to legitimize yourself. You're going to be on like fight TV shows on Fox.
Right.
They're trying, what was we're going to get into another topic there about trying to legitimize wrestling, right? We were saying on Fox, whatever. If Brock Lesnar has that belt in the octagon and gets ass beat,
Do you think he's actually going to bring it there?
done. Well, that's the point of this thing.
I don't know.
But I don't know. I mean, I think this is your opportunity, Wombats. Take hold.
But the Wombats will do what they do,
Yeah.
and then the fans are still gonna bitch.
Yeah, but don't you? Am I wrong? That
No.
This is here's your window. You have all this talent. Bring up some NXT guys. Let's get this thing going.
Now there's an aspect of this that we haven't touched on yet. NXT talent. You're looking at
My guy,
I like him.
you're looking at Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens would be an option,
of course.
Oh yeah.
but he's out until
I'm an
next
Owens
year at some point.
Yeah.
with his knees. He's out.
Samoa Joe's
not that
out, but
Samoa Joe is injured.
All your bigger guys are out for the most part.
I mean, Samoa Joe is injured. So now you have a combination of Roman Reigns' issue, injuries, and it's almost like by default you have Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman. To me, if you give the belt to Strowman, you can't legitimize the next guy. It's not gonna. You can't have a Bobby Lashley beat Strowman straight up. it's not gonna seem like it's legitimate.
Why don't you give Strowman the title and let him hold it?
Yeah.
And then who's gonna beat him?
Batista?
Wow.
After he fights Triple H.
Batista.
No, before. They got to have the belt going in.
Three-way match.
Batista made the show.
Oh, he was going to. We were going to get to that.
But
Batista.
I just think they've been backed into a corner, not intentionally.
No.
This is
This is like when the NWO left.
yep.
When they put the belt, because it's widely known Vince did not want to put that belt on Brett. It's known he did not want to do it. When those guys, when those guys all left, he had no choice.
Yeah, but that also turned into the Attitude Era.
Exactly. That's
So
what I'm saying.
there's the option.
doors
You're gonna fix
open.
that, yes.
Walk through it. Here we
Yes.
go, guys. Let's grasp it. Go for the brass ring. Here it is. This is it.
The guy that fits the mold out of all of them is Drew McIntyre.
Yes, but will the accent hold him back in America?
That's another thing. You know, it's almost like they're looking for like the next Hogan.
Sheamus held that title for a while, and he had
Yeah,
that
but
accent.
Sheamus-
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
if you're going with the accents, though,
Yeah, but he was a heel.
McIntyre could be a heel with the
Oh,
title.
no, he's gonna be. He's got to be.
Yeah.
Because Strowman's gonna have to go back to.
I think it's not the accent is not that much of an issue with McIntyre because he can cut a decent
And he's been around
halfway
for a
decent
while.
promo and he's been around a while, so he knows. I think you're more or less looking at a situation like Asuka, who doesn't know English that well, or they're portraying her not to know English that well.
Yeah, but
and that's why she hasn't been champion.
What do we always say? The face on the side of the truck. Can you sell the magazines? Are you going to go on Good Morning America? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, McIntyre looks the part.
He does.
He's got the look.
He does.
He's a big dude.
He's going to be a heel champ. He won't
Oh,
be.
yeah, I
He's
agree
not
with that.
turning.
No, he'll
he's
never
not
be a
turning.
face.
And he
Yeah.
and yeah,
I don't know. I mean, this is going to be interesting to see how this turns out.
Yep, for sure.
However, given the fact that this is all in the Wombat's hands right now,
Yeah.
Vince and creative